Give me a state of the union, specifically in regards to where the opportunities are and where there's some help needed. So let's just start with technology overall around this world of programmatic and TV, et cetera.
Yeah, I would say that the platforms have come a long way, and what's unique about this moment in time is that, probably a year ago, there was a little bit of, people putting up crosses and wearing garlic and get that programmatic word away from me completely. You're starting to see enough at-bats now from the sellers, and certainly on the buy side. Tracy Shapak and many others are almost batting 1,000 with seeing definite ROI lift when they apply data and a little bit of automation, not replacing humans, but adding to what humans do and being able to go to market that way. So that audience-based targeting is working great. The speed at which the business models and the value props of the tech platforms themselves have really advanced beyond even just 12 months ago. They're either choosing sides or providing clear, transparent value on each side. The folks that are, ad network always gets a bad name. It's not meant to be a bad name. It's been a successful value prop for a long time in creating scale and efficiency for either the buyer or the seller. Those platforms and entities have started to add more influence and adapt gradually over time as the ecosystem around them starts to evolve. So, the opportunities to help really have been more on the teams. The platforms are getting there. We're now north of 40% addressable in the US, so we're getting to some of those tipping points around scale, and okay, there's actual juice with all the squeeze that we're giving out of it. There's a little bit coming out into the glass. So it's more about educating buyers and sellers in how their job can be adapted and not replaced.
And what about the state of data and just our, the confidence levels with which we're really reaching the relevant audience, as that word was used a couple times today, that we want to reach?
Yeah, it's another example of TV having great second mover advantage, because we've learned a lot of lessons from what the stew was, or the soup of third-party data in a so-called digital space, where you'd have segments being blended together to try and artificially create scale, where the quality would be maybe 10% and then just a lot of other stuff that maybe didn't really justify the same blended CPM. The first party data that's coming in, especially with name and address and real household level and individual data, not just behavioral, but actually physically where they are, and being able to truly finally break up not just a zip code, but an individual household, is making it much easier for a seller to be able to say, okay, I can now sell the same spot actually with better audience data at a higher CPM and faster, instead of this is getting watered down and my spot is getting thrown into this open auction. I mean, fortunately, the analogies are getting fewer and fewer in terms of how programmatic has been leveraged in a digital world and how it can be applied in linear TV, and the audience data pipes that have been connected, whether it's through social or a lot of the same fundamentals from direct mail are really starting to take hold, and you see it in people's faces around here, where it's not just theory anymore. It's no, we've actually done this and it's real. It's just, okay, we want to now accelerate the actual process around this. We need a little more scale. We need the taxonomies to improve, and those are all just things that are gradually creating nice progress for everybody.